know it's time to raise our sails. It's freedom like you never knew. Get bags for a pass. Say the word, I'll be there in a flash. You can say my hat is off to you. Oh, we can
Who is this man?
Paul.
Yeah.
It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared.
Yeah, I mean, he's not bad, but I'm way too used to Paulity or Pauline.
Yeah, Pauline's is much.
Tales of our endeavors proliferate.
Let's all jump up super high, high up in the sky. There's no power up like dancing. You know that you're my superstar. No one else can take me this far. I'm flipping the switch. Get ready for this. Oh, let's do the Odyssey. Spin the wheel, take a chance. Every journey starts with new romance. A new world's calling out to you. Take a turn on the path. Find a new addition to the cast. You know every captain needs a crew. Take it in stride as you move side to side. They're just different points of view. Jump with me, grab coins of me, oh yeah.
Okay, fine. If you guys don't like that vocalization, I got a better one for you. Oh, I'm
we
not
haven't
even
said
on the
anything
right
about it for a
playlist.
while now.
Well, Power Stone doesn't like it either. But I wasn't on the right playlist either. I was surprised when I saw this was on here. Hey, is this better?
I don't know, is it?
This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture science. We do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And the science gets done and you make a neat gun for the people who are still alive. I'm not even angry. I'm being so sincere right now. Even though you broke my heart and killed me, tore me to pieces, and threw every piece into a fire. As they burned, it hurt because I was so happy for you. Now these points of data make a beautiful line, and we're out of beta, we're releasing on time. So I'm glad I got burned to think of all the things we've learned for the people who are still alive. Look at me still talking when there's science to do. When I look out there, it makes me glad I'm not you. I've experiments to run, there is research to be done on the people who are still alive. And believe me, I am still alive. And while you're dying, I'll be still alive. I feel fantastic and I'm still alive. And when you're dead, I will be still alive. Still alive. Still alive. I'm still alive, baby.
Now I want Tetris, so meh. By the way, huh?
Tetris soap? Like blocks, you know?
Yeah, it's like blocks.
Yeah.
Falling down from above.
It's a song.
Yeah. By the way, everyone, we now have the Twitch points available to us. Of course, modified to be Z points. They are different from Z coins. They are strictly on Twitch. You cannot earn them through any means except for, well, watching the channel and participating. So, yeah. I have added the ability for you guys to redeem minor and moderate ethereal influences through them. However, they are limited to only so many per stream. Because you can, and they're a bit more expensive in the Z point cost because you earn a lot more Z points over time than you do Z coins. So.
So question.
Yes.
Can we keep this called? Can we keep this called Z points, and change the coins to Cobalt coins?
That's a good point.
The coins will remain Z coins.
Oh, but that's more confusing.
Yes, I am, Bueasels. Dude, there would be so much work I'd have to do to change the name of them now. That they're not being changed.
Quick shout out to Weasels, you're a nerd.
Oh shit, dude.
I'm gonna step back
You
as I
spelling that?
watch that fire.
What?
I should probably.
Croissant.
Croissant.
Oh.
Are you going to eat that croissant?
What's wrong, Jimmy Coon? Could it be that you're? What do you say? How did it go? Could it, perhaps you're. No, I can't remember the exact line. Could it perhaps be that you're craving my croissant?
Croissant.
Oh, I guess I ought to share this then.
Yeah,
boy, here
major
we go.
and game breaking are still only available through
Our illustrious
Z
champion
coins.
returns. Welcome home.
Oh, thank you very much, Safanora. Your support is so very appreciated. But the coins are not changing their name. They are remaining Z coins.
Hello?
Hey.
Hang on. We can't start.
All right, get dabbed on.
We can't do this. We're missing our
Birds
opener.
can't dab.
Oh, give me
They
a
have
sec.
wings.
Give me a sec.
Zerth,
Yes.
you gotta do discount Mickey or else we can't start.
How about bootleg Mickey?
Bootleg Mickey will work too.
Uh-huh.
Ha ha.
How come my
I said-
tab didn't work?
I sincerely appreciate the attempt.
You know,
I
Zerth,
used
when I
my-
was younger, I had, like, really young, I
Oh.
had this,
Hello, children.
I
Mickey
used my
Mouse.
time sub.
Mickey.
Why didn't I get a big?
did it actually process?
I don't know.
Sometimes you gotta, I think you gotta share it before it actually processes.
Mm,
Yeah, it went through.
well, son.
I never asked for this.
Ooh,
Anyways,
Weasel's asking for feathers.
So I had this Mickey Mouse watch that would do the ha, the little laugh every time you press the nose on it.
Weasel, stay away from my feathers.
And I had this like car wash toy for you know, Hot Wheels cars.
Reappearance. The dungeon awaits.
I put the watch through the car wash, and your little struggling thing sounded just like that watch did. As I killed it.
Good. I was going for
Awesome.
deep, heavy smoker, Mickey, but okay. Dying through a car wash, Mickey, is also valid.
All right, everyone. Hello and welcome. I am Razim. This is Echoes of Eberron Dungeons and Dragons. I will turn this over now to Bootleg Mickey for the recap.
Oh boy.
Oof. Oh gosh. You just can't be ready for that.
Man, he's not doing too hot. I'm pulling the plug. I'm taking over.
I am actually dying right now. Stop it.
Give him a peaceful death. Give him a
I need this job.
Oh no. It is done. It is done.
Now we're running into the prostitute Mickey territory.
Oh god, this is getting weird. Stop it.
Yo, boy. Listen, we're already giving Power Stone too many ideas.
Need to.
And you know what, Buizel's? Just for you, I will go pluck some of Dova's feathers and send you one. Now I gotta go look up on Amazon how much a bag of fake red feathers costs.
$5.
Anyways, I guess since the Bootleg Mickey has died or something.
I'm still here.
Sorry, we're firing you. You
Oh
see,
shit, dude.
you've got a
I'm
problem,
ashamed of
Mickey. Bootleg Mickey. You know, you just got a problem.
I have solutions. Modern day problems meet modern day solutions.
I am ashamed of this family.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So, Dova, you're up.
All right, so now that we've got that out of our system,
Returned.
last session, you guys faced off against most likely the architect of a lot of the destruction and death that you guys have been witness to. A warforged, clearly some sort of. It's not really sure exactly what he is, or either way, he does not like you guys now, and has it out for what you believe society as a whole. And last session, you barely avoided something very, very bad. You destroyed the machine that inside the room that you're currently in. Pieces of it lie shattered, almost like withering. You guys are currently kind of hiding out in the arcane tent, nursing your wounds. Dusty, your arm still aches, even though it's physically gone. It at times you can still feel it there, and it hurts. Rosalin died, but she got better. So
I got better.
I got better. And currently inside the room is the not really festering, but definitely this scent of decay that's slowly getting stronger and stronger. And the one person who I really wanted to be here is not. So, son of a bitch. So.
I can
You
start
guys,
calling
leveled
him
up?
repeatedly until...
Just give him one call. See if he answers.
What level should we be now?
7.
Okay, cool, I did.
Returned.
Yep,
Oh,
I
hi,
believe everyone
Vex.
took care of it.
Thank you very much for that.
That's we'll consider that. We'll think about that.
I think I'm actually
I don't know
going
if-
to
I don't know if
order
I'd be comfortable
these.
giving out my. I don't know if I'd be comfortable giving out my feathers for, currency.
Well, unfortunately,
Doesn't seem sustainable.
I've already grabbed them.
Oh,
So
shit. Well, there's my bald spot. Well, crap. Anyways.
Don't worry, Devin. We'll take a picture of it to immortalize it.
Come on, here, have some strips of paper.
Oh, I'm a fan of that. I'll put those in the spot. Anyways, what are you guys doing right now?
I am tinkering with the band that I got, the crystal band or whatever.
All right. Over
So
the
the metal
long rest,
band?
you'd be able to at least get it into a barely functioning state.
Now,
What?
would I still be able to, work on it even while it's in use?
You'd be able to work on it. Not while somebody's using it, but you can freely remove it and then work on it like that.
All right. I guess now's a good time to try it as any,
All right.
as long as it functions. What's everyone else doing before I do that?
What Rosalin does depends whether or not Zerf physically lets her go.
It would probably take a little bit before he lets you go, but he would eventually.
I mean,
He,
he'd better if he didn't let Rosalin go. Eventually, she'd suplex him by the tail.
He would know her well enough to know when enough is enough. and he would gently put her down as he would go towards Dusty and just kind of look at the lack of arm he has. Trying to he's also trying to get his bird to come closer to him too.
Erasmus is currently he's perched up on one of the supporting beams in the tent. And he seems perfectly content to stay up there. Basically remaining completely silent, and just kind of every so often just swiveling his head and watching the various goings on.
Fair enough.
Let's continuously bug Dusty until he gets out of his depressive rut.
No.
So, Dusty, what you doing?
He's not doing much of anything. He's just, well, walking around and looking at the machine and trying to rationalize his previous behavior. Was this worth it? Was not fighting that man just to break this machine worthwhile? Can't say. The guy seemed mad, but he left. And he did say he didn't have the resolve. No resolve would get this back. It's still... He's down an arm, and while people say it's fine, he doesn't feel it was fine to just let them fight and not contribute.
Hey, Dusty, you want to see this cool thing I found?
Yeah, okay.
And I'm gonna do it.
All right. As Yart kind of reaches over, kind of gingerly grabs your remaining arm. Goes over. He kind of cinches that bracelet that was knocked from Sigma. Cinches it around your left wrist. First, nothing really happens, but you've spent quite a bit of time around magical items, and so there's a very slight tingling, almost like that sensation you get where...
Oh, he only lost his hand?
No. It was my right arm that got blown off entirely, down to the shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. It's just going on his other wrist. Okay, I got it.
Yeah. And it's like that sensation you feel when you're kind of charged up with static electricity. There's a kind of just this invisible force, and you recognize it as magical.
What's this? I feel like if I was happier, I'd want to try and eat this. But I don't want to eat it.
Well, good. It's not for eating.
Neither
It's for wearing.
Neither were dragon shards, but I sure showed them.
I'm just gonna chat with Dusty for now.
All right. But as far as any sort of visible effects, nothing really seems to happen.
Oh, you said it was in working order.
It is. It just doesn't seem like it activates automatically.
You're making me a guinea pig, aren't you?
Yark?
It says it does the thing as soon as it's attuned. And it attunes automatically once you attach it.
Mm-hmm. Read into the benefits, the second one.
Oh, weird.
He seems more confused.
Yeah, it's okay, I guess. Hey, Dusty,
Yes?
try punching with your other arm.
He doesn't seem to get it, but rather than just calling you out on a perhaps tasteless joke, he'll phantom limit.
All right.
Eh.
You half-heartedly stand up, and you kind of like look at him, just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, and just kind of shrug, and like imagine yourself punching, and you had your like your cape, your cloak kind of draped over that arm, almost just to like protect it from sight. And there's this sound like shattering glass as the cloak is just thrown aside by a glittering, glowing, almost menacing phantom arm that protrudes from your right shoulder, just lancing outwards. And as soon as you see it and you start to kind of feel the sensations traveling up it and realize that you're in control of this. It feels kind of awkward right now, but you feel that with a bit of practice, you'd be able to control it just as well as your real arm.
He looks at the arm, and then he looks at York. Then he looks at the arm against it.
And then Yark, before you say anything, Garrick's gonna say, "I took it from that guy that we beat up."
Well, good? What? He seems very confused.
It was Sigma. Sigma had a fake arm like this.
Just bracelet.
Yeah.
What arm is this? Whose arm is this?
I think
mean,
you've
it's your-
disarmed him, Yark.
It's yours now. No, I rearmed him.
But
You
he's
gave him
quite
a ghost
clearly
arm.
disarmed.
Plus, I might be able to tinker with it and put some cool things on there. I don't know yet, but I'm just glad I got it working for.
Okay.
I'm gonna high five. I'm gonna hold up my hand for a high five.
He's gonna high five him with the new arm, but let's hope he didn't put too much strength into it.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
You kind of look at it, look at the outstretched hand, and you try to go for kind of a gentle high five, and instead a thunderous slap as the most righteous, most
Dova,
what? Like the
at this moment, I'm
vigorous
also gonna-
high five ever.
I'm also gonna cast shield.
Oh god. Needed.
You just instinctively see this coming way too fast at you. You just go, oh fuck. It's even louder. It's like a thunderclap inside the tent. And the sides of it just kind of ruffle a little bit.
I'm still
I
holding my
cast
hand.
shatter with a clap.
I'm still holding my hand up, and I say, "Try again."
You know, maybe we should practice on a wall or something first.
Yeah, okay. We'll save high fives for later then.
He looks it over again and tries to figure out, how does this thing look, and should I hide it in public?
Are you kidding?
mean-
It's so cool.
It does look pretty radical, but also fairly intimidating.
You said it's like a ghost arm, or I thought Sigma had like a crystalline arm.
Yeah, it basically looks like that. It like shards of crystal, in the shape of an arm. I'm gonna see if I can't find some reference images just to kind of base it off of.
Wow. I thought you had to be like one of those cool new monks to get a special arm. But those aren't even attached to your body.
And I'll find some art later. But it's
So-
kind of glowing, and you can see the individual, like the various plates and kind of crystals, and there's this very faint sound of shifting and kind of grinding glass as you move it around. But it doesn't seem like it's made of real or glass or crystal. Definitely arcane.
Like
So
solidified magic, basically.
So
Pretty
Dusty's now Nero.
Yeah,
I was Nero.
Hunter.
Devil May Cry 4.
Oh,
Oh, two different Neros.
Two different. All right.
They both don't have arms.
you know, initially I was thinking Sekiro, but I guess that works too.
Three different trains of thought right there.
You both said at the same time so confidently.
Well,
Well.
I am going to hug Yark and turn. Yeah, just go back to.
Gonna go back to what?
I said I'm going to. Rosalin is going to hug Yark, then go back to sleep.
All right.
She may or may not have Yark like tied up in her tent.
Yeah, hugs whatever is huggable within range.
That's a lot of floof.
That's a
All of it.
pretty fluffy.
It's so
Right.
fluffy.
Eventually, you guys feel well rested and recuperated enough to set forth.
and I bet those guys who left outside are like crazy dead right now.
I don't know what you guys are all complaining about. I'm feeling just fine.
It is pretty comfortable in here.
I'm gonna give you.
Well,
the
I
back
also
glare.
took no damage that entire fight.
Oh, that too.
Yeah, because you pushed out like a little.
Coward.
No, I was doing. Okay, I was trying to do damage, but I kept missing. But still,
No damage.
Oh.
Clearly, you wouldn't have missed if you walked up to them and stabbed them in the face with your butt.
Dusty starts feeling less bad that he wasn't the only one who didn't contribute.
All right, so you guys actually, Inud would probably be the one to get up first and step outside. He says, "I'm going to take apart the tent. I don't think we should stay down here for much longer. Also, I kind of want to look around here. I think there was a lot of talk about something about an evergreen conclave base here.
Oh yeah, I also probably need to meditate for a while. I think there might be something in my head, but I can't say for sure.
What do you mean something in your head?
Oh, when I was touching that glass thing earlier, that golden glass orb that I kind of broke because I was mad. I think something went in my head, and it's what made me scream for a while until I pushed it back.
You hear Cody's voice. That's no good. From what I've heard about some of these, from what I've studied on some of these arcane or eldritch machines, it's some fairly nasty business to deal with.
Well, I mean, it didn't attack me or anything. It's just, well, I suppose that was also around the point where those black thorns came out and started making the dead people stand back up.
Mm-hmm. And so that's probably related.
Maybe it was about the same time, and also I think, maybe feeding it the deeper I pushed my arm in, because those thorns, one, really hurt, and two, felt like they were drinking me.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's not good at all.
I had to be like
God damn
super
it, Dusty.
determined just to push my arm all the way in there. I felt like I was dying. But I mean, I didn't. I couldn't bring it out. The thorns were pointed in.
Huh. Well, I suppose we should be thankful at least that you ended up winning in the end.
Oh yeah, let's say I was so mad at so many things. I think I might start being a barbarian.
Can you just do that?
I don't see why
I
not.
think.
Rosalin's
If you're
gonna
mad
start
enough.
choking on her drink.
It's like, if you're mad enough, I don't see why not.
I'm
You-
just shaking my
Rosalin, you're just jostled by a metal hand tapping you on the back as Blue just kind of looks down and pat, pat, pat. Drink more slowly.
I'll remember, thanks.
Yeah, he stands up and he starts heading outside the tent as well. As Inun pokes his head back in and says, "I'm going to go look around."
That's Blue
He,
saying that or
turns and
Noon?
leaves.
In
That was
it.
Inun.
Okay. Well, Noon can take care of himself.
It also seems that Blue's going with him.
No, bad Blue.
What?
I'm gonna go with him
You already
too, 'cause I need to
died
look for-
once.
I'm gonna look for food
No.
ingredients. Because everyone's probably hungry.
I'm gonna give Blue his sword back.
All right.
You already did that.
Did I?
Yeah, I believe he already has his sword. I think.
Yeah, you gave it to him last week.
Oh yeah.
I did not note that.
I remember specifically because I was still waking up from being dead.
All right. As he you can hear him kind of plod off along with Blue's very much heavier footsteps.
I'd yell out, try not to desecrate any corpses, but Ray isn't here, so.
He just kind of dismissively waves back at you.
I don't know why I clicked on.
Why did you click on that?
I don't know. I was just like I was moving my mouse to click my push to talk button, and for some reason it clicked on.
It's the sign. I don't know what the sign is of, but it must be.
We should get Dusty a second Dark Hand Arm? Question mark.
You can put this one on my side. You can...
Let me see if he. Oh, okay. A little bit of time goes by, and you hear a very heavy one thump, and then a series of kind of short grinding noises.
I'm gonna poke my head out of the tent.
Looking around for a second, you notice that kind of in the center of that back wall, where the staircase leads up to the big Eldritch machine, kind of opposite that on the back wall, Blue has currently got his fingers into the crevice of a hidden door and is currently wrenching it back.
Oh,
Putting
nice.
all of his might into pulling it. And Inun's just kind of watching and acting like he's supervising.
He cast detect secret door.
Looks at you and he says, Yes. That is exactly what I did.
I didn't know Blue was a spellcaster. That's awesome.
Oh no, I cast the spell.
Yark is gonna run up to Blue and help him without basically ignoring a noon.
Go ahead and give me a strength check, Yark.
You're funny, Dova.
I mean, you're the one who wants to help.
None shall see me. Though my battle cry may give me away.
Fair
That's
enough.
A surprising number.
Yeah, you get your toe claws into a few little creases in the brickwork, and you're able to get a good amount of leverage, but you don't have very much weight to push off with. So, Blue, it seems that Blue still does most of the work, but it finally kind of creaks open. With the three of you, you're able to very easily get this thing open. But he kind of looks inside, and it is
tired still.
Looks inside, and it is pure darkness. But you can see a little bit of dust hanging in the air. Blue is just very casually bringing the sword down and just kind of holding it at his side. Not unfolded or anything, just kind of in its collapse state. He looks down at, kind of squints, and says, "I can't see. I think it's clear."
Zersh would probably go first.
All right. So who here doesn't have dark vision?
I don't.
I don't think I do. No, wait, I do. I do have
You
dark
do.
vision.
Dusty has like blind sight,
I do.
and not blind sight. Yeah. But you need to use a bonus action, and you're basically just letting out these very short staccato squeaks.
But yeah, no, Rosalin doesn't have dark side. She normally just intimidates the darkness to get brought.
This is not your normal everyday darkness. This is advanced darkness. It's the darkness is intimidating you back.
None shall
Okay,
see
I'll just grab onto one of
Though my
the
battle
dude's
cry
tails
may
and use
give
it as a
me
lamp.
away.
All right. And the noon's tails are making a little bit of light, so he's gonna
Oh,
make them
wait.
a little bit brighter.
I still have my. Do I still have my glowing orb?
I believe you still do have that drift globe.
Drift globe. That's what it is. I can't remember. I feel like I almost traded it away for the folding boat, but I'm so glad I didn't. I'm gonna bring out the drift globe.
You still
how-
have not found a use for that folding boat.
I'm
Not
going
yet.
to. I'm going to if it kills me. Also, how
Please
much
don't go there.
How much does Safinara weigh?
It's a great question, Rosalin. How much do you weigh?
120 pounds. That's base. I don't know how much with my equipment.
That's a heavy squirrel. And
Well,
you're my
yeah.
size?
Yeah, she's muscular.
And you're
He's-
my size?
Very
Yeah.
dense.
Two.
All right,
How tall are you?
It's like 90% tail, okay?
How tall are you?
Rosalin is... She's 3'6".
Okay, so you're like a foot taller than me, and more than 4 times my.
Yep.
Okay, just checking.
Also, I realized that Yark, you didn't actually have the full item for Drift Globe, so I went ahead and swapped that out.
Thank you, Dova. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man.
I'm gonna float the drift globe.
All right. as you bring out this about the size of your head from the bag of holding. And you just kind of let it go, and it kind of dips a little bit before kind of steadying out and slowly, kind of like an incandescent light bulb turning on. It kind of flickers and flickers, and then kind of gives off this fairly nice kind of daylight tone of light.
I'm gonna carry it.
All right. As you guys start to
Though
very
we've got
carefully descend
influence.
down, not quite sure exactly what's in here. Eventually, you about 100 feet of these kind of shallow staircase or stairs kind of lead downwards. Those of you who are a bit larger are having a little bit of trouble in here as your shoulders kind of scrape against the sides every once in a while.
Like doing that shimmy. It's kind of wiggling.
Yeah, kind of like that. But eventually you reach the bottom. The light kind of spills through into what looks to be a completely empty room. You really don't see any signs of furniture. Really nothing of note. Which for a lot of you kind of sets off your bullshit alarms.
Is it time for the Rosalin special?
What is the Rosalin special?
The Rosalin special is where she just walks out into the room without giving a shit and sets off every trap imaginable.
That is up to you.
Rosalin goes to take a step forward.
All right.
I'm gonna watch Tentley.
Nothing happens.
I'm immediately suspicious. Take another step forward.
What?
Cinna watches with amusement.
I'm immediately suspicious and take another step forward.
All right.
What are you doing?
Nothing happens.
Okay, the first two steps are clear. Hey Yark, can you float that light thingy in here?
May give me away.
I float the orb towards.
All right. You kind of push it, and it kind of floats along the ground. But as soon as it reaches about it basically keeps going, and eventually it kind of clinks against the back wall, and then bounces off a little bit. Just kind of remains standing there. Go ahead and give me a perception check, Rosalin. All right. Looking around the room, you notice that on the ground there's a handful of scuff marks and little scratches in the ground. All of them kind of leading in the same general direction as the staircase leading upwards. It doesn't seem to be claw marks or like something that would indicate maybe like a large amount of undead down here just sort of waiting. But you're not sure what it might be.
Hey, bow person.
Not. Wait. You want who to shoot where?
I just want him to have a look to see if he recognizes these.
I didn't see your cue, Sinnoh.
We've got two influences.
Oh boy.
I didn't hear him.
All right. First one, yes. Second one, I think I might need a little bit of clarification on that.
I guess he wants you to, because you stated that we had that alarm going off.
Oh, gotcha.
So he wants to know what that would sound like.
It's just it's the sound in your voice in your heads of your own voices just going bullshit. And then after that it's just a very faint chorus of wee woo wee woo wee woo. Just as for as long as you're just looking throughout the room trying to determine if anything's happening.
Oh, we lost Dusty.
Okay, I'm assuming that satisfies Eisen's requirements.
Adds up to him.
Alright, so what are you wanting me to inspect?
These scuff marks, do they look like any footprints or anything you've seen before? Can this like tell if anything moved through here?
Well, Sinnoh will go and inspect them. And I gotta
Alright.
check something here.
Looking at the patterns and the spacing, it's clear that these definitely are not animals or any sort of beast, any sort of claw marks. To your best guess, these might look like as if something very heavy was dragged through.
I've got... If this was done by a humanoid, then I would have advantage.
You would have advantage.
Alright, so I'll just roll again.
Hey, not bad. The only bad
You
20 you'll
would-
ever get.
Upon further inspection, you'd recognize that there were a number of large pieces of furniture, i.e., large bookshelves, maybe even kind of artificery, like a workshop that was here before, but was dragged out. Presumably up the staircase that you guys are now in.
Sinnoh will relay that info to the rest of the group. Where did Dusty go?
He
That's a
just
great question.
he died. He just straight up died.
Oh, rip.
Rip in pieces, Dusty. Everyone in chat, F for respect.
Like the puppet strings were removed from his.
Don't you worry, I'm getting to it. So, as everyone kind of continues to file down the staircase and into this fairly nondescript room, there's kind of a... Actually, what's everybody's passive perception?
13.
14.
13.
I'll tell you when I get there.
15.
But from
So ironically, Blue and Sinnoh, you guys are the only ones to notice this. As Blue kind of steps into the room, kind of turns around and looks towards his feet, kind of near the base of the stairs, and kind of backs up a little bit. There's a very, very faint ticking noise. Kind of very trepidatiously puts his foot down at the base of the stairs, and there's a very faint click, and the ticking noise stops. And he raises his foot. The ticking starts again. I wonder what that is.
That's not ominous.
Hmm.
Siddle will toss one of his arrows over into this area.
All right. Just kind of tossing it into that general area, or like shooting it.
It would probably have more force to shoot it, so I will shoot it.
All right. Are you aiming for any part in particular, or just kind of the general area?
You said there was a groove, right? Suspicious.
Now that you guys are in the room and you've got a lot of light, there's a very faint, kind of like a panel, very cleverly inlaid with the bricks. It recesses into the floor maybe half a centimeter. It is very subtle.
He's gonna aim for that.
All right, go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Nice.
Where were these rolls last time?
The
Save
same
it
place.
over this time.
The same place they're going. The rest of them.
Mm-hmm. All right, as you fire, just by pure luck, the very tip of the arrow manages to find its way into the crack. You hear a tiny little crunch, and the ticking noise stops.
Well, there was a ticking noise there. Now I've heard a crunch and it has stopped. So, Zer's buddy old pal, why don't you go ahead and go forward? Don't you know
She's
it's
just gonna
customary to let everybody else go past what was probably a trap first? You know?
You know what? Don't bother. I'll do it, sir. And Rosalin steps forward.
I'm gonna look to Sino. It's like one day you will be a coat.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I disabled whatever it was.
Oh,
Like 50%.
When Zer says that thing about
A new
Sino being a coat,
subscriber arrives.
I'm gonna grab Dusty and I'm gonna
Fills you
drape him
with
over my shoulders
determination.
like a jacket.
There's a reverse
With his
turn of
name.
fate,
Subscriber
since I
arrives.
used to wear you in
It
the
fills you
Mornlands.
with determination.
Exactly.
I'll follow.
You're gonna say.
Rob.
You're gonna say. Well, you're gonna say. I guess furred creatures do make great.
It's true, we do. It's true.
They're very warm.
And because I have 6 strength, I'm going to struggle to carry Dusty on my back.
I mean, it is
I am
fairly hard
large.
to carry him.
I am larger than you.
It's like
I mean,
a kid
6 is
dragon.
average for a human.
No, it's like 8 or 10.
All right,
But
can
yeah,
I
I'll
get
follow.
can I get perception checks from everybody?
I mean, you can, whether or not it actually works. No, never mind. I could see everything,
Good
apparently.
lord, Sinnoh.
I think that
That-
Fantasy Grounds knows it was my birthday yesterday, so it's just, you know, throwing all the nice stuff.
You can, as you guys are kind of slowly filing into the room, Sinnoh, you can hear a very, Sinnoh and Rosalin. You can hear that the very faint kind of ticking noise has very quietly resumed, but this time it's kind of a offbeat and a little bit kind of clunky.
Rosalyn, hold up.
I can hear it.
Rosalin, hold up! Hold up!
Wait, was that game breaking?
Yes, it
Uh,
was.
Oh, boy.
Rosalin holds up on her controller? Question.
Like mid-step.
Bowie, send that to me in Discord because it got cut off.
God damn it, Bowie.
Gaming Furry, yesterday was my
Hey.
birthday.
Hey, don't say such bad things. He's the best bully there ever bullied.
I'm more annoyed that he didn't say anything when I said I was doing the Rosalind spell.
Hey.
Way.
As I just stand here frozen in time with my foot raised.
A voiceover just goes, and this is when I started questioning things.
All right, so who all is in the room at the moment?
I don't like any of that.
I know for a fact that Rosalin, Zerth, Blue is in the room, and Enun has also kind of slowly made his way in.
I'm being carried by a kobold, albeit
All right.
slowly.
Who's
Yark,
also
are
in the
you?
room?
All right. Sinel?
He was in the room, yeah, before the stairs. He was paying attention to this trap.
All right. So I think that would be everyone at then. Cool. The ticking that resumed as quickly as it started again stops. There's another ominous noise kind of deeper within the walls. What sounds kind of like rushing fluid. But it's very kind of small, and it's kind of reverberated and kind of it sounds like it's going through maybe like small tubes. It's kind of going all around the room.
Yo, back the fuck up.
Go forward! Get through! And Siddle's gonna take his own advice and rush towards the stairs.
All right. What's your speed?
35? Yeah, 35.
Give me a dexterity saving throw. All right. At the last moment, you see that just in front of the stairway, right in front of that little pressure plate, and right at the ceiling, a rather sizable slab of iron has begun to shoot downwards. And you're fast enough, and you see it coming early enough to decide you can either go through or you can stay on this side.
Well, I don't see it coming down on the stairs, right?
It would go down in front of the stairs.
Then he's going through the stairs, because he was right next to the stairs.
All right.
And he did yell for everybody to move.
It's coming down fast. It might even come down right on your tail.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
You've got maybe a split second to decide.
Well, I'm going through, and DeSoto would be coming with me.
All right. With the practice grace of just kind of following your instincts, DeSoto almost makes it through before you do. They're a little bit lower to the ground, and I believe they have a higher speed. Yeah.
I have 45 movement speed.
Go ahead and give me a dexterity check.
I'm gonna try and grab Yark before I go first.
All right. If you grab Yark, you might not be able to make it.
I will throw Yark through.
I was about to say I will throw Yark through if I need to.
Are you
Sorry,
both gonna
Yark.
throw him through?
Wait, I'm on his back.
It's a family team attack.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We've got our own smash move.
Wait a minute, I'm on his back.
Are you so wait, so what, Dusty, are you still hanging on to Yark?
That was the intention. I can't imagine I'd let go when he was grabbed.
All right.
Yeah, I guess we're just picking them up and log tossing them for.
Yep.
Throw the children.
Children first.
Zerth
Yes.
or Rosalin. Go ahead and give me an athletics check. Actually, probably Zerth, because he's bigger and he can actually get the leverage behind to kind of bowl them through.
I mean, I have a +7 in athletic.
Yeah, but you're also as big or smaller than them. That's kind of got to be taken into consideration.
One of you can choose, and if you, for whoever does so, do it with advantage because the other one's helping.
I would help Rosalin.
All right,
'cause she
Rosalyn, go ahead and
is-
give me athletics check with advantage. Dusty, go ahead and give me a strength check to hold on.
Oh boy.
You're gonna say, Dad, are you?
Just grin.
All right. As Dusty and Yark sail through the opening, slamming into the stairs, both taking... you guys both take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you just slam into these stone stairs.
Why?
As the door slams shut behind you. You guys are now trapped in this room. The drift globe is still in here, though. Since Yark isn't 60 feet away yet.
I hug it.
Oh, are you still hanging on to... I thought you were hanging on to Dusty.
No, Dusty was hanging on to him.
Oh, this is getting complicated.
Remember, Yark was wearing Dusty.
Dusty is hanging on to Yark, and Yark is hanging on to his drift globe.
Both were thrown.
With that throw and your passive strength, I would say that you would have lost your grip on the rather smooth and slippery drift globe.
Wait, I wasn't holding on to anything.
Oh, was the drift globe just in this room?
It should have been. It was pushed in and it hit the other side of the wall and then just rested there. That was explained at the.
I believe that's
Moving
what
on,
happened. At least.
Dusty is standing up and looking around this room. Well,
you're back in the staircase leading
But I
back
want
up
my
to
drift
the.
globe.
So, did you push it in earlier, or were you hanging on to it the entire time?
I pushed it in, and then I went to go grab it afterwards.
Okay.
Because Steph and I just wanted to see, and then give it.
Okay. I'd say that as you were going to reach is when this happened.
So I don't get my drift globe.
The drift globe is still in the room.
with the others, I think.
With Rosalin, Blue, Inun, and Zerth. All right, so
They're knock on the door and say, "Keep my drift globe safe."
for those of you inside the room, there's a very curious smell, almost like lamp oil,
Uh-oh.
as a number of holes, kind of near the floorboards, kind of open up. The false panel kind of sliding out of the way and revealing these tubes, almost like pipes. And as you hear the liquid continue to rush inwards and inwards, they suddenly spray out of the pipes and are ignited. as 4 jets of a flaming lamp oil are now spraying directly into this chamber. It's getting warm.
Yeah, are we being hit with flamethrowers essentially?
Pretty much.
Oh, fantastic.
Everybody go ahead and roll initiative. Because we're going to need to track it.
Oh, look
Somebody
at that.
do.
High-end initiative right there.
Like father, like son.
Yep.
It's going real well already.
It's in the family.
There's initiative for him. And enrolled a 16. And Blue rolled a 13.
Great fun! Right, Boo?
All right. Rosalin. Or actually, I suppose... Oh no, the lair action happens on that. All right, so you are up first.
Over there is new influence.
All right. We'll continue on for now. Rosalin.
I'm going to. Can I make a? Can I look around the door for? I don't know, anything out of the or.
Go ahead and give me a. Should be an investigation check.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh, you guys. You would notice that at the bottom of the door is very slightly ajar. It seems that the tampering with the pressure plate might have caused it to jam just a little bit.
I'm gonna yell to Blue to give me Blue and Zerf to give me a hand, and go for trying to lift it up from the gap.
All right. Go ahead and just give me a strength check.
Okay.
As it is now Inun's turn. That's about all you could manage to get on one turn. As with that, you're just barely able to get the tip of your claws in, and with quite a bit of leverage and pain, you're able to move it just barely enough to get your fingers under it. But it took a lot of your strength just to move it that much. Inun is going to he's going to retrieve his spell book and start his spell shard, and you can see him kind of mentally focusing on it and almost flipping through kind of mental pages in his spell book. And he going to he's just going to cast Mage Armor on himself, just to start off. As the room continues to grow hotter and hotter, I need everybody inside to make a Constitution saving throw.
So just Rosalin and Zerth?
Yep.
Actually, where is it, dude
Rosalin
and
Zerth.
Blue?
They're both inside there.
Okay.
And I'm going to Do a save for both of them right now. All right, they both fail. Rosalin, you succeed. Actually, no. At this point, everyone would succeed. They'd all take. Everybody takes half damage.
Is this fire damage?
Yes.
I have resistance.
All right, so that would be halved again. So, and this is the first half. So this would be everyone except for Zerth. You would take 9 points of fire damage. And then Zerth, you take 5.
It's like a heated rock in here.
Mm-hmm. It's getting, but it is getting a little bit more toasty than you're comfortable with.
Somebody didn't turn my heat rock down. I shall have words with the owner.
It's just rude.
Yeah, how dare they? They didn't even miss the cage.
Sinel.
Yes. Sorry.
From the outside, you can see kind of bright the bright lights from a very intense flame kind of flickering down in the very the very slight gap beneath the door as scrabbling claws make their way through and start to pull up on it. And you probably recognize the claws as Rosalin's. But you can just feel the heat spilling out from under this.
Oofta. Sinel will try to help from the other side.
All right. Go ahead and give me a strength check. All right. You reach under and you... hold on. The server machine just got hit with an update. Are available. Let's view this and just close it. All right, we're good. And you put all your strength and try to pull up, but it's not really budging at the moment.
I'm just putting a bunch of Martin gifs on the stream, right?
I saw.
I see. Blasphemous.
They are the most adorable critters on the planet.
They're pretty great.
Hey, look, it's a coat.
Egg stealing woozle.
I mean, they can't beat a hatchery of gators, so.
What is DeSoto going to be doing?
DeSoto is just standing on the stairs behind Sinel while he's trying to get this door open.
All right. It is Blue's turn. And he is going to... He's going to come over to the door and start to help. And at this point, there's really only room for 2 people helping at the door. Just because that's just how much room there is. But he drops his short sword on the ground and starts to pull upwards as well. And you can hear the ground kind of creaking and grinding beneath his feet. All right, he rolled a 10. Not much is happening. Yark.
Hello, I was thrown into the stairs.
Yeah, you're just kind of recovering from that, but your back hurts. You'd think you might have fell on some of your coins.
I'm gonna. Oh no, not my shinies. I'm gonna climb up the stairs slowly on all fours.
All right.
I guess that's my turn there because, like, I don't know.
All right.
Do I see anything interesting on the staircase, like switches or levers or anything?
What do you mean investigation check?
Okay. I got that number.
Looking and peering in just kind of being a little, kobold. You know what kobolds do.
Hello.
You're just kind of running your hand across everything, and eventually you kind of brush the dust off of one of the stones, and you very briefly recognize the shape of a keyhole.
Oh.
It does, but it is basically on underneath one of the stairs.
Hmm.
And I believe that would be basically all that your action, or all that your turn allows for.
Correct.
All right. Dusty.
Oh boy. Well, things are happening. It sounds like fire. So
It feels like fire. You can feel the heat from here.
Shit. Breaking down the door. Yark, did you find anything?
Yark?
I forgot to push the top.
No.
We're sorry, but the kobold you were trying to reach is unavailable.
Uh-oh.
What was the question?
Did you find anything?
I found a keyhole.
A keyhole? I can mess with that. He's gonna walk over and start trying to pick it.
All right. Go ahead and give me a dexterity check.
I'm gonna give him advantage because I'm gonna help.
I do
Alright.
have thieves' tools.
So do I.
But oh,
You
good.
are- You only have really full dexterity with your left hand at the moment. Your right hand's a little bit clumsy.
Maybe
Fair
I should try
enough.
that.
So
Maybe
that would
I should try
probably,
that.
as you kind of bring out your lock picks and gear, you realize you don't have the greatest control, so you kind of hand it over to Yark, if you so
Yeah,
please.
that sounds like a better idea. I
Alright.
will actually crush these without
Do I,
wanting to.
do I still get advantage?
We would have to wait until your next turn for you to do so, but you would have advantage on your next turn.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right. Would you like to do anything else, Dusty?
I'm not sure what else he could do, really.
Fair enough. Oops. Zareth.
So it's me and Rosalin lifting up this heavy stone door.
Blue and Rosalin at the moment.
Blue and Rosalin.
Yep. But the four holes that are spewing the fire are just continuously spewing fire. It smells intensely of smoke, of lamp oil, and very faintly of singeing and burning hair.
Is there like stuff sticking out of the walls, or is it just a flat wall with holes and fire just coming in?
Basically a flat wall with the fire spewing holes at the bottom. But you did see before that they are very distinctly metallic pipes, so you know kind of where it's coming out of.
Can I see the pipes?
Very barely. You can see, but you can definitely see kind of down where the flames are coming out. The very brief hint of a metallic kind of ring of a pipe.
I'm gonna aim a shatter at it.
Okay.
Try to stop the flow.
Go ahead and roll damage. Are you aiming it inside the tube? Just above it?
As close to as I can think, I'll do the most amount of damage.
All right. And you can kind of aim into the flame, so it's kind of going right in the middle of the pipe.
And I'm standing in front of Blue and Rosalin just in case if there's a backlash, I'll get most of the damage.
All right.
Oh.
Wait.
Did we have any type of rest between the last battle and this?
You guys had a long
Yes.
rest.
Okay. I'm gonna use my channel divinity on that then.
All right. And what does that allow you?
Maximize thunder fire damage.
All right. There's just
actually, hold on. Let me make sure it's actually thunder. Yeah, it's thunder.
All right. So aiming it directly where, just very slightly inboard, almost right in the middle of the pipe, in the center of it, you set off an explosion of just pure force, splattering burning liquid almost all over the entire room. But the pure concussive force must have done something in there and maybe backed it up or collapsed it or kinked the pipe somewhere in there. But there's just this mushroomed end and a very slow dribble of flaming liquids out the end. But that one has definitely been silenced.
Awesome.
All right. But that would be effectively your turn.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. And I really need to go to the bathroom, so I will be back in 1 sec.
I'm just having fun putting all the Martin gifts and stuff on the stream.
You know, it is the holiday season. I do like to window shop.
All right. I'm back.
Look at
Welcome
them.
back.
They are
I was thinking of
adorable.
Christmas dinner.
Where?
Media sharing.
It's like watching free range scarfs.
Free-range scarfs. All right, that's pretty cute. That's pretty good.
Don't worry, guys, they're 100% organic.
Oh my, it's actually just a dog.
I mean, they
A
do.
dog combined with a ferret.
They're dog, fox. If you look on the... Here, I'll put the more fox-like one back up. There you go.
They're egg-stealing woozles. Woozle.
Good lord.
How dare you say that to a Bowie?
He is a woozle. He's a boo-woozle.
Yeah, he's a boo-boo.
Yeah. He's a good woozle.
Martins are
Boo.
perfection. All other animals are canceled. These are the perfect animal.
Prime
No.
animal.
It's like the Calvin Klein of the animal kingdom.
All right, so let's continue on. Rosalin, it's your turn.
I am going to get very angry.
You're gonna rage.
Yes, I'm going to rage.
All right. You can roll this with advantage.
It should do it for me automatically now, hopefully. Or not.
Can't remember if it's checks or saves. Either way, go ahead and roll it again.
Never mind.
Ooh.
I'm just
It's
not
getting-
managing at the moment.
It's pretty hard to get your fingers in there and kind of leverage your full strength with the very small grip that you have. So you're not making very much progress at the moment.
There we go. That did it.
There you go. it's also getting very, very hot. Everybody inside, go ahead and give me another Constitution saving throw. All right. Inun, Blue, and Zerth failed. Rosalin, you take half. How'd you forget a cup?
I went downstairs to get more coffee, and I forgot the cup upstairs. I went down to go
Nice.
pour it. I'm like, where is?
First world problem.
All right. So, for those who failed, which is actually you guys are taking half damage no matter what. So, it is 7 damage to you two, to Rosalin and Zerth, and it's going to be 14 for the rest of them.
Oh, and then I take half of that 7.
No, you take 7 total.
Oh,
He's already having it for you.
okay. Awesome.
You failed the check, but you've got resistance to fire.
Cool. I just thought the damage was just oddly low.
All right. It is Inun's turn. And he is going to... He's going to attempt to dispel magic. Actually, no. He's going to see the success you had with destroying one of the nozzles, and he's going to attempt to shatter it as well, as he also has that. And he rolls very high damage. He seems to have a better idea of where to aim, and aims just above the nozzle, maybe going for the pipes inside, and just kind of crumpling it. And that's almost exactly what happens, as instead of just this explosion of flaming liquids that just scatters and sprinkles all over the room, there's a much more controlled kind of spurt as it slams into the tube behind it, evidently, and the flow of flame stops, and the liquid just kind of trickles out and burns on the ground. Sinnoh.
Still trying to get this door open. Well, actually, he's gonna look around and see if there might be a lever, some other way to raise the door back. Because we're not opening the door, are we?
You're making a little bit of progress, but there's quite a bit holding this door down. So go ahead and give me an investigation check. All right. You would not be able to detect any sort of raising mechanism, as it were. But you would notice that that Yark and Dusty are kind of huddled over a small keyhole. And if you design a trap like this, you'd probably have something like that to disarm it.
From outside the trap.
Mm-hmm. And presumably, if there's one out here, there might be one inside there. But you can feel the heat's getting more and more intense.
But it's
every so often you actually see a little lick of flame actually kind of dance out from below the gap for just a second.
Did you say it was a keyhole?
Near where Yark and Dusty are kind of focusing on it.
Don't you dare say.
Don't I dare what?
If you're gonna make a Kingdom Hearts reference, I'm going to kill you.
I wasn't going to, but, you know, you might as well just come and open your heart now.
This reference is flying over my head.
Come, open your heart.
Be glad.
Over and over.
Also, Zerth, you're falling
Ver.
apart. What's going on, bud?
I don't know.
Because he's no man.
4 times. 4 total
Four
times. I forgot.
times? Oh my
4
god.
times total. I walk
Grab your
up this.
cup right now.
I got a banana.
Do you have your
Why?
Oh, hey, speaking of banana, here.
That is the most.
Oh boy.
That may have been the most ADD thing I have ever done in my entire life. Like to the extreme. I did refill my coffee mug though, so all is good.
Your controller just keeps deleting the action to go get the coffee.
Input lag.
My controller keeps batteries keep dying.
But there you go, Martin eating a banana.
I forgot to put sugar in it, but I'm too stubborn now to go back and make another trip and forget again.
Good lord, Zerth.
I may have problems.
Anyways, Sinnoh.
Oh yes, keyhole.
I'd
Sorry.
say it would have taken your bonus action to make that deduction.
He's gonna call out and say that there's a keyhole on this side. There might be one on the other side.
You
He's
yell
gonna
that through the
shout
door?
it. Yeah.
All right.
Martins are so adorable.
I'm guessing DeSoda is going to remain just kind of watching.
He's gonna. Sinnoh will whistle for him to turn around and watch up the stairs for anything that might be trying to at them.
All right.
Stand sentry.
Kind of turn around inside the tunnel and just face up the stairs.
Yeah.
All right. Blue hears something about a keyhole, and he
One
he would
second.
probably, he would
1 second,
Sorry.
Dova. This is really important.
Okay.
Rosalin. Rosalin.
What?
Come. Open.
cut out.
Come. Open your heart.
And Sam dies. It's
Yeah, that's. Anyways, Blue is
Angry squirrel noises.
Blue is going to let go of the door, and he is going to try to find that keyhole. As you can tell, he's having a lot of trouble getting any sort of strength down. B. And you, the people inside, would see him kind of swivel around for a moment, looking with quite a bit of intent until he moves over, kind of on the far left of the door frame. Again, there's one of these bricks that he kind of reaches down, smudges a bit of this this filler off, and you can see that there is indeed a keyhole down there as well. As he rolled a 21. And he's just going to look at it for a sec, and he's going to say, no, I don't have key. How do I open it? And that's about all he'd be able to do on his turn. Yark,
Yes, it's time.
it's time.
It's time.
As Solo Wing Pixie said, it's time.
All right.
This is
Advantage,
what V2 was for.
advantage tinkering tools. Or no, thieves tools.
Yep.
I got that number.
All right. With the help from Dusty, and with quite a bit of pressure on your shoulders, you Reach the thieves' tools in. You feel around, feel the tumblers. It's a fairly well-made lock, but it's well maintained and everything kind of works smoothly. And after a little bit of focusing, a little bit of light swearing, you hear a very distinct clunk as there's a lot of gears turning just behind this wall. You can kind of feel the vibrations. Inside the room, the flow of the flames is starting to slow down, and you can feel the kind of downward pressure on the door is slowly relaxing. Over the course of a little while, you'd probably be able to push it back upwards, but it's still just an absolute oven inside that room. Would you like to do anything else on your turn, Yark?
Not really. I mean, I unlocked the thing. That's pretty much my action.
All right,
Next turn.
Dusty, what are you doing?
Well, the keyhole's been unlocked, basically, yes?
Mm-hmm.
The door is opening.
Very slowly. Yes,
Well-
Rosalin is the only one at the moment who is pulling up on it.
Time to go assist with opening the door from the other side.
All right, how are you going to get to the other side?
Sorry, from my side.
Gotcha.
Since I assume wasn't she still in the room?
Rosalin is Rosalin is inside the fire.
I am not. So her other side.
Go ahead and give me a strength check.
All right, arm, be good. Be good. Be good. This arm is not cooperating.
It's very shaky and a little bit shuddery.
Come on, arm, you're
Try
made
to
of
pull and
crystal.
pull,
The
you
other
make-
arm is made of meat. How are you weak?
You make a little bit of progress, and you can feel just the overwhelming heat just blasting out from the other side.
Okay, seeing the advantage of a non-organ.
Your left arm is feeling a little bit roasty at the moment. Zerth.
How many more of these tubes do I see?
2 more that are currently spewing flames, but the flames are kind of slowly they're getting a little bit weaker and less intense. They're kind of sputtering out.
How wide is this path?
The room itself is about 30 feet wide and about 40 feet deep.
Okay. Does Blue and Rosalind take up most of the door with lifting them up?
Blue is currently investigating another keyhole kind of set on the ground. Rosalin and Dusty on the other side is helping lift, but Rosalin is the only one lifting on this side. So there'd be definitely enough room for you to get in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna help her lift the door.
All right. Go ahead and give me a strength check.
All right.
Oh, my goodness.
back!
The door is very, very hot. And so just out of reflex, it's hard to keep your hands on it to pull upward.
Can I use a bonus action?
Sure.
I'm gonna cast Mass Healing Word on everyone.
All right. Go ahead and roll for healing.
I can just roll it in the chat.
Yeah. All right, so that would be 4 to everybody in the room. Do you need to be able to see the person you want to heal?
Don't know. Let's see.
You may need
You
to
can
be able to see them.
Yeah,
I think
see
that's
within
that-
range.
Yeah. So everyone inside the room gains 4 HP, which is better than nothing.
It's 4 more.
I believe that would put you down to 8 wounds, Rosalind.
No, I already applied it. I was at 16.
You already applied it? All right. Rosalind, speaking of, it's your turn.
Rosalind does her best Super Saiyan impression.
With advantage.
Yep.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
Jesus.
All right.
I've
There-
never
there-
I've never rolled doubles on advantage before.
It's rare, but it happens.
Welcome to this group.
There's still enough just downward force just from the weight of this iron door alone that it's incredibly difficult to pick it up. In addition, the hot atmosphere is sapping your strength. Your fury is giving you a lot of power and strength, but just this air is hard. It's hard to breathe. Speaking of Constitution saving throws, as it is still a veritable sauna.
Oh, nice.
All right, and the DC is lowered again, but it is it's still something that you need to pass. Let me Constitution saving throw. Bop. And all right, blue somehow fails, but everyone else passes. Ooh. That's going to be 16 points overall. You two can have it. Be 8. So be. Blue's not looking too good. He's kind of on fire at the moment.
I do believe he's on fire.
Let's see. So I take.
Puffs on pipe. Yes, I believe he is immolated. So yeah, you would take 4, Zerth.
I
Yeah,
live with you.
everything was going fine until the Fire Nation attacked.
Shush. It is Inun's turn. And he does not like being in here very much at all.
What do you mean?
So
Inude's tails are literally always on fire.
it's a magical fire. It's something else. He's going to he's just gonna lean down, look through the gap, and he is going to misty step through the gap. He is done. As he appears next to you, Wall, you can smell burning hair, and he is just he's just smoking.
I mean,
You look like you
I
could
knew-
use sauna.
I knew a dude's ass was smoking, but I never knew it was Misty's. But
Oof.
Settle down, all right? I'll go
You're
back
a
to
taken
make you
woman.
re-roll that. Sinnoh. Inun just kind of looks at you all and says, I hate this place. And Sinnoh, it's your turn.
Well, assuming the keyhole on the other side, you said it was, like, triggered or whatever, turned?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna try and do it on this side.
Sorry. There was one inside of the burning room, and there was one outside.
Yeah.
Yark and Dusty had handled the one on your guys' side.
Okay, and it did nothing?
The door is opening very slowly.
Yep, the door's opening slowly. The flames are dying out.
Well, then Sinnoh will, try and help hurry the door opening.
All right. Go ahead and give me a strength check. Oh my gosh. It kind of burns your hands to grab onto the door.
Everyone is failing.
everyone is failing as part of the team. So, how did your party get wiped? We died to a door.
We couldn't
Well,
open
yeah,
it.
you know the old saying, if you want to make the part, if you want to buy yourself some time, you just throw a door in front of a party. So this is how Dova is stalling for time.
Blue really doesn't know exactly what to do.
I'm on fire. I should put myself out, but
That's true. He's gonna put himself out. He's gonna look down at the flames on his body and just start patting himself out.
it seems like it should be a priority for anyone.
Yark.
Yeah, but
Alright,
Blue's,
so-
Blue is a bit special, okay? Leave him.
Okay, so it doesn't seem like anything happened where I unlocked the lock, right?
Stuff is happening. The flames inside are dying out.
That's good.
Well, you wouldn't be able to tell that, but you can tell that the door is no longer held down, and it's very slowly retracting upwards.
That's good. Anything happening deeper into the room with Sinnoh?
As far as you're aware, no.
I'm gonna look at what he's doing.
All right. Sinnoh, what are you doing?
He was trying to open the door
Oh,
faster.
I guess I'll do that too.
All right. I believe at the moment it's Dusty and Sinnoh on this end. There's really no room to squeeze in there. You can use your mage hand though.
I'll do that.
All right. As your glove or your gauntlet grabs the ledge and starts pulling upwards with all I think it's 20 pounds of force.
Yes, I believe so.
I thought it was like 5.
This is a special mage hand.
Yep, I think it's normally it's 10, and this one's doubled.
Oh, okay.
It's with my big special gauntlet.
All right, Dusty.
Keep lifting. As much as he can with the uneven power of both his arms.
Go ahead and give me a strength check.
God damn.
What's up with you guys in these strength checks? My God.
You know,
Somebody get it.
we can't really answer that. You could just total them together, you know. A cumulative DC.
Yeah, that'd be less stressful though.
Okay, I'm just
Sure.
gonna mute myself then, I guess.
I'm thinking.
Quick,
Smoke is
cast
coming out of.
cast guidance or something. I don't know.
I don't have guidance.
Oh,
What kind of cleric are you?
Oh wait, I've got guidance now.
I think this part.
Great, you should have thought of that. You should...
I mean, it's only a
I'm not-
1d. It's only a bonus of 1d4 or something.
I mean
That's
that's a free
still
1d4.
Yeah, that's a free 1d4. That's pretty huge.
I gotta change my cantrips.
But at the same time,
too.
I'm pretty sure I'm the only one on this side of the door with any strength to speak of. And it takes an action to cast guidance.
I'm not a Healy cleric. I'm more of a fiery cleric. There's a difference.
You know you can punch people with guidance, right?
Uh,
It's called the guiding fist.
No.
Yes.
No, guidance
Anyways.
is for ability checks, not attack rolls.
I know.
Anyway.
It's a joke.
It's a
Shatter.
little goof and gaff.
Shatter on one of them.
All right. Go ahead and just roll damage. All right, that would be enough. As the third one, the spray is no longer ignited, and it's just kind of spraying up into the room, kind of collecting one of the far corners. But even that spray is kind of slow, guttering out.
Why is it everywhere we go, the environment tries to kill us? As
Alright.
I look to Blue.
Is this better or worse than
Blue, who is
Moorland?
very scorched, just kind
Faster.
of shrugs.
Kaioken times 10?
What's this
There you go.
Kaioken?
Finally, after you've all been pulling up on this door and pulling on it, it kind of pushes past this little bump, and past that it's just a plateau, and with all you guys working together, you're able to lift it off of you all, and instantly it's like looking inside of an oven for you guys in the hallway, as just this tidal wave of heat washes over you. Those who do sweat, you start to sweat. And those of you inside, you feel a notable reduction in the temperature in the room. And those of you looking inside, you notice that the people inside are not really steaming; they're more smoking, as a lot of their fur, scales, and clothing, and just bits of whatever were either smoldering or on fire. Blue is just completely charred, and the interior of the room is just wrecked. There's puddles of lamp oil. There's scorch marks all over the wall. Like the walls are just shattered and broken from the multiple shatter spells that were cast. Wait,
What is that?
That is someone snoring.
Is that real?
Who is that?
I think
Yark?
that's Yark.
That happened in
Way
another
to
part
send
of-
the hints.
I think
Well-
he literally fell asleep.
Yeah, Dovey, this is taking too long because of your stupid door.
Oh, he's still going.
Yark!
Yep.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey.
Hi!
Did you fall asleep?
No.
What was that noise?
Wait. Did I press the button by accident?
It was a snoring noise coming from you.
But I would have had to press the push to talk button.
Looks like he was being held down because we were hearing
I
something.
swear to God, we were hearing snoring.
Over and over and over.
Interesting.
That was the song of
Did
his
you
people.
fall
No,
asleep?
no.
I woke up at 5 in the morning today.
Ugh.
Oh, and I've got a 4
Understand.
o'clock. I've got a 4 o'clock wake up today, this morning. So
Would you like to go to sleep? Would you like to...
no. Let's keep going. Let's do this.
All
My
right.
shoulders
So,
are very comfortable.
Dova, what's happening?
everything is smoldering. It's incredibly hot, but no longer dangerous. Immediately dangerous to your health. And yeah, Inun, who has been kind of using prestidigitation to clean himself off a little bit. I think he has that. Just let me make sure.
I thought his cloak was like self-cleaning or something.
He does. As he brushes himself off, he just says, well, either somebody is just a sadist, or there's something hidden in this room that nobody wants us to find. And now that I think we've disarmed it. Did you guys do something out here?
Yeah. We clicked the keyhole.
I think that would do it. All right, I'm going to continue looking, as he is going to he's going to begin ritual casting detect magic.
Rosalin is going to stand there smoking. Can't tell if it's because of the fire or because of how angry she...
It might be both, really.
Yep.
But the rage would fade away after about a minute.
Dusty starts to pat out his mother with his inorganic arm.
Go ahead and give me a wisdom check.
Uh-oh.
Clink, 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 clink.
There's a very, well, you feel a very slight little tap, 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 tap. And then Dusty, you realize, no, you need to go a little bit harder. Tap, 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 pat, smack. Right into your, like, almost sunburnt back.
I'm gonna retaliate.
You may
With
try.
what?
I'm gonna turn around and I'm going to give him the most angriest glare.
Go ahead and give me an
Retaliate.
intimidation check with advantage since you were recently on fire.
Freshly smoked.
It's
Boy,
still
you messed up.
technically like little wisps of smoke. It looks downright demonic. And it depends if you feel that Dusty would be intimidated by that.
Of course he would.
Okay.
But his reaction to the intimidation may be a little odd because he's gonna put his crystal hand in front of her face and hope he doesn't feel the eyes anymore.
You can feel them burning through even the crystal.
Your hand is hot.
Boy.
I haven't accepted you yet. I haven't accepted you.
Just because you don't accept me doesn't mean I don't exist.
Got him there.
You exist, but I only have one person who can call me boy.
Boy.
That's the one.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Blue and Rosalin.
All right. Go ahead and roll for health. Or just go ahead and cast it. I believe you can just roll it straight onto him. There you go. Blue just says, "Thank you."
Anytime. Found anything?
I help anytime. Perfect.
So, Inun finishes casting, and kind of continues holding onto the spell shard and just looking around the room. And eventually, he kind of zeroes in on a point in the far wall, and you can see him crouch down and kind of scrub a little bit of the soot off the wall. And you guys would be able to see. It's about 3 inches across is a little stylized, carved emblem of what looks to be an evergreen tree. And as Enun kind of runs his fingers across it, it gives a very faint green glow. And there's a distinct sense of a kind of electricity passing through the air as the far wall kind of recedes a little bit, and about a 5-foot section of the wall just splits and pulls to either side, revealing another passageway.
Oh
Inu
boy.
immediately starts writing down and kind of drawing the symbol. But he closes the book, puts it away, and says, "I think this is it." His voice a little bit shakier than normal.
I hope so. This place sucks.
I can't wait to find the management so I can complain to their face.
Did you guys bring my drift globe?
No, it got torched.
I asked you guys to keep track, to take care.
Briefly looking around the room, you do see it's kind of slumped up against the corner, but it's still floating, and it's just a pure black crystal.
I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna polish it.
All right, You start to rub the soot off, and it shines like new underneath, but it is filthy.
Yes. I take care of it. I take good care of it.
Your hands are just pure soot. But Inun is going to use his tails to create a little bit of light, and he is going to start to head down the passageway. Blue is going to retrieve his very dirty, sooty sword and follow second.
I'll go third, so we have the light pretty well evenly distributed.
All right.
I'll who's going first again?
Inun.
Noon.
I'll stick to Inun just in case he gets, like, I don't know, eaten by a Gru or...
I'll stay behind Yark.
I'll be all the way in the back because I don't want to be near the one called Rosalin right now.
All right.
You still feel the eyes through the back of her head.
Stop doing that! Stop.
So, proceeding through, being a lot more careful for traps. Don't seem to detect any. And as you pass maybe 20 foot in this passageway, there's a door, and it's fairly plain looking, but made out of a fairly heavy banded steel. And Inun kind of examines it for a moment. His detect magic still going. He pulls on the latch, and just sort of pushes it, and you can see on the inside is another stone room, but the insides are inscribed with what look like a mural. And it's hard to tell exactly what's going on in this mural, as it seems and it feels chaotic. There's as you all kind of file in and get a good look at the room, the walls are kind of covered with various stories and glyphs, and you recognize some of the old myths, various folklore and legends. But there's really no rhyme, reason, or order to any of it. But also inside the room are a very large chest. On the floor, there's a large circle with arcane runes, kind of around the edge, and there's a handful of loops that kind of arc through the center and kind of around the edge a little bit, and kind of jump up a little before going back in the center. And it's a very complex runic inscription on the floor. If you want to look at that further, go ahead and give me an Arcana check. Inun is definitely going to do that.
Sinnoh will leave it to those that are more versed in that field.
Word of our community's acclaim spreads.
You said Arcana, right?
Yeah.
Not horrible.
Tales of our endeavors proliferate.
That's actually exactly what Inun rolled. And that would be just enough to determine that this is probably a teleportation circle of some kind. But it's unknown whether it links to somewhere else or not. You've never really encountered this before in real life, only in books.
Oh no.
What?
Thank you, Power Stone.
I want to look. I'm guessing
Archer.
Beautiful.
It's fantastic.
It is something special.
So, where'd my table go?
Did you fumble your table? Did you?
I did.
That's not papers. That's heavy.
He's getting that promotion.
Bird's looking through all the different papers. Where's that? Oh, there's that tape.
A table is nothing but condensed paper, so.
All right.
I guess so.
What is paper but a tree that took a different path in life?
Generally, the downward path.
Whoa, dude. That's deep.
All right. So,
Needle? Or do you want the thread?
probably needle.
I think I'm giving you the thread instead.
I don't know if I like that. Oops.
Could
wrong
we
table.
just get? Could we get back to the plot already? Nobody? Oh, I thought it was. I thought
I
it was
mean-
going well with the Fred talk.
I'm for it.
Come,
Hey, Dova.
open your
Yeah.
heart.
I'm a lizard and I'm papping the I pap the plot button with my hand, with my little lizard hand.
I know that gif.
Yes, thank you.
I get that. I have it.
Pap 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 pap.
Ooh. We're gonna re-roll that one because you already have one.
That's a lot of dice.
I
All
rolled.
right.
I rolled to intimidate, and Dova is re-rolling one of his rolls. Did I just intimidate the GM?
Maybe. If you'll take a look inside the inventory part of the party sheet. That. And we're gonna redo that one because you already have one.
That's it's very interesting right there.
All right, now that was table C, right? Okay, try again. Oh my gosh. All right. Literally rolled the same exact item 3 times in a row. All right, so there is a lot to unpack. But inside you find inside the larger chest you find quite a lot of various just sort of knickknacks, little statuettes. It almost looks kind of random, but you recognize that some of these would definitely have collector value, or collector value. And some of them you do recognize as magical potions. but you're not exactly sure what each one will do. One of them has this very red, very kind of hearty tinge, which you would recognize as a potion of healing of some sort. One of them is this is what looks to be like liquid metal, just kind of sliding around in the bottom half of a rather thin but very strong and very thick-walled vial.
Definitely not drinking that one to taste test it.
Probably the good call.
There is there's one which starts off as this kind of clear, watery potion, but there's a tiny little red bead in the middle that slowly fills to expand the space that the bottle provides, and then slowly contracts back to that bead, and then just keeps going in and out and in and out, expanding and contracting. And there's one that's kind of the similar color to the potion of healing, but it's kind of it's kind of fizzy, almost like a fancy beer. Kind of, yeah. And it's a clear red liquid as opposed to the kind of cloudy red that the potion of healing usually is.
I'm gonna start identifying, starting with the liquid metal one.
All right. And you're casting identify?
Do I have time to do it as a ritual?
It depends, because Sinil is going to, or sorry, Inun is going to continue to look around, and you notice that in addition to these two chests, there's an empty bookshelf, and there's a stand on the wall with a humanoid skeleton hung from it, and it has a human-like skull.
I'm gonna run my hand over the empty bookshelf to make sure there are no invisible books.
You run your hand over the bookshelf. All of a sudden, your hand runs into something, and you kind of grab it, and pull it out, and it is indeed an invisible book.
I'm gonna read it.
You can't; it's invisible.
Logic.
I'm gonna read it with my special eye.
Yeah, you stare harder, but you're still staring at nothing.
I'm gonna look at it through my special goggles.
You can see the very faint outline of I think this would be illusion magic. But it looks right through it. You can see like the outline of it though. It's about an average size book.
Hey Noon, could you cast Dispel Magic on this? Oh yeah, sure, that sounds like a great idea. Aw, thanks Noon. You're always so agreeable.
Alright, he's gonna agree. I mean, it's an invisible book. What sort of fun stuff could be in there?
Right?
Probably a lot of fun stuff.
He opens
so
it and
cast,
it turns out it's the Book of the Damned.
Hey, it could be. Let's see if he has that prepared, actually. Just want to make sure. Actions. He does, but that's a level 3 spell. Is he gonna go for that? What's the cost?
It's invisible booked over.
Alright, he's gonna go for it. Mark down that third spell slot. Alright. And as he does so, the illusion magic fades. That sucker's still invisible.
That's not
Ha
fair.
he ha ha he ha.
I'm gonna keep the book with me.
All right, go ahead and mark down invisible book in your inventory. It weighs 2 pounds.
Did you consider that one of the potions might help? I
Well,
guess
we
not.
gotta know what the potions are first. I'm not just gonna pour a potion onto an invisible book.
I mean, I would.
What am I gonna do? Observe the results?
For all you know, the liquid could settle into the scratch marks of the rock.
It's not a bad idea. Either way, Inun's gonna look very kind of frustrated, and he's just gonna go over to the other chest and start looking through it. And he pauses. You guys kind of look over and you see that inside.
He paws?
Stop it.
The fox paws?
As a bolt of lightning shoots down from the sky.
I'm gonna counterspell it.
Wait, there's a sky? We can see the sky here?
Yeah, just for a second though, just to strike down Yark.
Oh, okay.
Oh gosh dang it.
I've heard of inspiration, but this one takes a biscuit.
Desperation. Unspiration. All right, but
Disillusionment.
along with side the items and the collector kind of trinkets, you do find quite a few bit of coins. 600 Galifars, roughly. 5,300 sovereigns. 460 crowns and 7 platinum dragons. All of them are of different different eras. All of them much older than the kind of modern coinage that you've seen. Inside the other chest, Inun kind of stares at for a second before reaching in and grabbing what looks to be a bag of holding. He kind of reaches, tries to open it, and it's not budging. It's not budging. He looks inside and he grabs a small stone. Looks like a river stone.
The rock is rock.
Sinnoh's gonna take one of those bone statuettes.
All right. Let me
Yeah,
see.
that was-
I wonder if I can just.
Actually,
'Cause
I
I don't
can
like
grab
the
it.
whole.
I can literally just
You can quick drag
do
it.
that.
Oh, that will work perfectly.
I would probably take the other one.
All
That's
right.
kind of cool. What is the statuette of?
These statuettes are actually very intricately carved skulls.
Oh, that will match the skull rock that I have.
Hey, you found a new drinking cup.
Yeah.
Sinnoh
Yeah,
will
I'll
also
take-
take one of the handkerchiefs. It'll at least be
Alright.
useful for tending to his gear.
I wanna take the dice.
All right. Go ahead
Alright.
and drag whatever you like to your inventory. And for the potions, just let me know which one you want.
Well, we should identify them first.
That's true.
I kind of
But
like the red one.
you see Inun. He's looking at this this stone, and all of a sudden he just stops and looks around. He says, "The rest of you hear that?" looks at the stone.
Hear what?
I raise an eyebrow.
There's a voice just then.
I do not hear anything.
I
Is
hear
it
you
just
talking.
like- is it just like when that stone was writing at you?
I think that was different.
Hey, Cortana.
This is Cody.
Cody.
That's what I said, Cortana.
Cody just sighs. Says yes.
Are you talking to him?
I am not.
Oh, well, then I'm not hearing it.
He kind of Indian looks at the stone more and says, "Well, there's somebody on the other side of this sending stone. They want me to do something.
Probably
With
you
this
shouldn't. You probably shouldn't until we find out who it is.
What is it they wanted you to do?
Well,
I slowly grip my hammer.
they want me to bring this bag into one of the shops on. You remember the bank we went to?
Yes.
They want me to sell this to one of the shopkeepers on that tower.
Oh,
Sounds-
you're being a fence.
Confused.
Sounds like a great idea.
But I can't get this open.
Maybe they can.
I mean, they didn't tell you to open the bag, they just told you to sell the bag.
That's true. I'm going to go ahead with it. Because
Well.
I like kind of want this to happen.
Good.
Okay.
Just be cautious. Hearing voices through rocks never ends up good.
I don't know. That's how I met
That's,
my pen.
I suppose that's true. And you guys can see inscribed on the rock, on the opposite side of kind of a stylized speaking head, is kind of a little emblem that none of you have really seen before. It's kind of a cartoonish rendition of a kind of like a round figure with a very devious looking smile on it. Sinel and Yark. Go ahead and give me a history check.
Oh no.
All right. Neither of you get it. Thankfully, there's one more person who might know what this is.
It's not me, is it?
No, it's probably blue.
No.
Okay.
Oh, it's
No.
Cortana.
It would be Cortana. Why can I not?
Silva. Do not call her that. You're just enabling Zen.
That's true.
Hey,
His name is
Cortana.
Cody.
Cortana.
If I ignore him, he'll go away.
Hey, Cortana.
So what happens next?
Cortana,
Silva?
why are you ignoring me? Cortana!
Because
it's not Cortana, you son of a bitch.
The computer system you're trying to access is no longer available. Please call your
Cortana.
administrator for questions.
Cortana.
Anyway, I'm gonna be
Alright.
looking at some of these potions.
+7. All right, so yeah, that'd be enough. So Cody from across the room just sees a glance of it and says, "Oh no."
Oh, hi again, Cortana. What's wrong?
My name is Cody, if you can't remember. Either way, I would avoid getting involved with background information. Back when I was working with the Brelish military, we had quite a few run-ins with an individual who, and his name doesn't really translate well into common, but roughly Power Stone. And it's I suppose it's kind of hard to explain exactly how he operates, but a very long distance artificer, I suppose, using various magic means to exert whatever esoteric desires and wishes he has.
Power Stone, how could you?
I would avoid getting involved if I were you. But I mean, if you think that you can avoid being betrayed or manipulated, then go right ahead.
Let's do it.
That's up to you.
I'm
What
pretty
did
sure.
Did he actually say anything to you, Anu? Wait, I'm role playing with myself. This is weird.
Congratulations, you have evolved into stage 3 DM.
Shit. Inu's just gonna say he did speak to me. He said he could offer me information, whatever I wanted to know. He kind of looks down at, kind of glances down at all the runes on his robes. He says, "And do you think, what sort of knowledge base does he have?" Cody replies, "Well, we don't know, but if he's been around this long, then he's definitely drawing upon some sizable libraries." Inu just thinks about it before slinging the bag over his shoulder. I'm willing to take that risk. So, it's 9 o'clock, and I know we wanted to get done on time.
We don't get done for another hour.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I thought 9 was the normal ending time.
9 in Mountain.
Oh. I mean, what time is it for you?
Right now it's
8.
10.
Preferably, I go to the bed in a few minutes.
Okay, if you need to be gone, because yeah, you've got to wake up early tomorrow, Yark. So if we're missing 2, then it's probably best to end with that.
Before though.
Okay.
Can
Oh
we
yes.
identify all these potions?
Yeah, you'd be able to identify them all. And I will just go in there and identify them. There's a lot of tables on my screen. Let's identify.
I can guarantee that the first one is indeed a potion. Damn it.
Ha, you're wrong. It was an elixir.
Exactly.
Potion?
All right.
Oh, that's an interesting potion.
Potion of Thirst Quench.
There you go. Potion of diminution. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Whatever.
What would happen if Yark drank that? What would happen?
I become tiny instead of small.
A pocket cobalt.
Pocket cobalt.
Even smaller.
Does that mean if you cast Mage Hand, you can ride on it?
Yes.
I think that would.
I'm gonna take the.
All right. You can go ahead and click drag from the party sheet.
May I take the potion of invulnerability?
I would, yes, since you're up front.
I also haven't taken anything yet.
That's fair. There is also the money to go through.
Can I do the?
We'll just divide that
oh,
evenly.
Can I do the elixir of health?
Sure.
Because healer.
Mm-hmm. And the elixir of health, I believe that removes status effects and disease.
I think so too.
Did that work? No, it didn't.
Yeah, drag it into your actual inventory.
That's what I did. I
page.
I was on my inventory page.
Well, you grabbed something, I think.
I grabbed it using the red icon and I hovered it over to my inventory and dropped it then.
Yeah, it's like you grab nothing.
I wonder if somebody's grabbing at the same time. What is all that in your inventory? All those empty spaces?
What?
Just take a look at your inventory real quick.
Oh.
It's a lot of new items that are just empty.
I have no idea what's going on.
Odd.
Huh. All right, I'll go ahead and I'll just grab another copy of the item.
Yeah, it just appeared for a moment and then vanished.
There we go.
No, oh no, there it is.
Yep, I re-added it. I'm gonna delete all the empty spaces. Actually, you can go ahead if you want to.
Okay.
All right. So, I believe we can probably end there. I know we didn't get through very much tonight, but it was kind of chaotic a little bit.
We move spaces. It works.
There you go. And you gained a lot of money. Look at all that. Also, who's going to take the potion of superior healing?
I mean, I can take it
I
if nobody else wants it.
Actually, I think Noon should have it because he can Misty Step and heal someone who's.
That's fine with me.
All right. And Noon will take it.
He can Misty Step and shove a potion down someone's throat.
That's true. I think he already did.
Yeah, he did. It was me. It was me.
That's a lot of Galifars right there.
Yeah, it's a good amount of money.
7 platinum dragon.
Yep.
Oh my god. We're gonna split.
Let's...
5,300. Oh my god, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of.
That's almost as many. That's almost as many Galifars in Sovereigns as we have Galifars.
Can Rosalin just temporarily make a coin band and just lie, pretend she's rich for like 5 minutes?
I mean, you could just get into the chest. You guys have fished out all the items.
You just see a tail bobbing like a shark fin.
That's painful. I mean, it's just metal.
How many coins are in there?
A lot, says Rosalin. Wait, I'm surprised Yark isn't in here too. It's shiny.
You see a small red tail underneath the coins, just sticking out a little bit.
I need coins.
I assume we're gonna separate that all evenly. So
yeah. We'll go. I'm just gonna press this button and see what happens. I think Desoda's gonna get quite a few of the coins, so I might remove him from the party sheet.
Do it.
Just
for a moment. Should we add Blue to the party sheet, though?
Yeah, it's probably best to re-add. Or Blue is already on the party sheet.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep. All right.
I'm looking at my treasure tab.
and sending it.
Whew.
Oh,
Wow.
Money, 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 money.
Those numbers. I have enough to cast things. I'm so proud.
I'm very happy
was-
that they added a new mini game to the Pokemon avatars.
I got reimbursed for something that I'm not going to discuss. No one will ever know.
All right.
I
So
have so many sovereigns.
as some of you are trying to swim in the pile of gold and silver coins in this actually fairly large chest. You're trying to swim, but it's metal, so you're kind of just clawing your way into it. Yark is probably the one best suited for this.
Except I'm already buried underneath it.
Yeah. You just got your snout sticking up to breathe.
Yes, no one noticed this. I was too fast.
It's
No.
so shiny.
No, his tail
It's
sticks
so
up to
shiny.
his tail sticks up to breathe. Somehow it worked.
Well, my snout and my tail. Come on, guys.
It's like a reverse dolphin.
There you go.
So shiny, so nice and cool.
So iridescent.
Fun note, when kobolds are exposed to a large amount of shiny object, they breathe through their tail so they can stay under the coinage.
Coin pools.
That's how
Alright.
you get golden kobolds.
So since quite a few of us, me included, need to
Did
take
I
to sleep
lose
fairly
money
soon.
somewhere? Oh yeah. I was just counting some things and wondering, did I lose money somewhere? I remember being very close to something. But even with this newfound wealth, I don't seem as close as I thought I used to be. I probably bought that envelope. That's right.
Yeah. I mean, you might have enough to finish that.
I needed 3,000, didn't I?
Ooh.
Is
Believe
that
so.
what you said? No, I've got 2,600, including store credit.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Yes. Especially since initially Dusty was just trying to save for 1,000, because that's what the merchant said it was going at an auction for. Oh
Dusty's
well.
better with his money than his father is.
Oh well. Life goals. Someday it's gonna be 8,000 and he's gonna have 7,900
Hey,
at this rate.
I got my boat. You can get your bracers. Everyone achieves their dreams.
By the way, the table did give you another folding boat. But I decided that one is enough.
Dova, one is never enough.
Yeah, we could
I'm
attach.
fine.
We could have attached wheels to them and played bumper cars.
Invented bumper cars.
You know what? No, never mind. I want to be special with my folding.
I'm gonna break your folding boat.
Whoa. That's rude.
Then you can go. You can swim. Because the universe bird is right. That is.
I've already been on one shipwreck in my lifetime, in Rosalin's lifetime.
Every day. So gold, again, like Sovereign Crown, everything's in sets of 10 except for platinum, right?
Yes. But the platinum got divided out pretty evenly.
No, I'm just gonna start converting a lot of things.
Gotcha.
It's the only thing. Just so it's easier to look at.
Mm-hmm. And getting it converted is fairly easy.
Yeah.
Never
So,
convert.
Let's see, 10 sovereign is 1 gold.
Gonna walk around with a massive pouch full of sovereigns so I could beat somebody with it.
Oh, and there is actually a spellbook in there, but I'll get that sent off to Inun since he's the only one who can really use it.
It's where DeSoto reads the book and we find out we have a magical
Magic
pet.
dog.
Yeah, magic. Well, I wasn't gonna call him a
wanna
dog
make it
because I'm not
happen.
sure what he is.
We gotta make it happen, and he's a wolf.
So, thing then.
Fox. Cat. It's a cat, right?
Yeah, it's definitely a cat.
Okay, just making sure.
It might even be 2 kobolds dressed up as a wolf.
Wow.
2 kobolds in a big cloak.
2 trench coats dressed up as a child.
Oh, that's a funny story. So, you know how wizards have Magic the Gathering?
Yeah.
They playtest cards all the time, and until they think of proper names for the cards, they just write whatever they want as developers on the cards, and then write what they want the effect to do. One of the recent playtested cards, which hasn't gotten a name yet, is called "Free Kids in a Trench Coat."
That's great.
But yeah. I believe that's going to be the end of the session.
No, we gotta wait for the boss fight to be done.
And in the Twitch chat.
Yeah, the Pokemon.
Yes.
They're fighting the Pumpkin King.
Well, Yark, if you want to head out and get to sleep, it's all right with me.
Hold on, there's a picture I gotta find and send you guys.
Okay.
Priorities. Take
Yeah, he's got-
priority.
Memes beat dreams in power.
Strangely, incredibly accurate.
Can I just say this desk coffee warmer I have is like the most amazing thing?
When you don't forget it, right?
Well, yeah. Yeah, well, the warmer was on. I just forgot the mug. The last time I forgot the mug, I just brought the pot upstairs. I don't know what's going on.
You watch, tomorrow I'll get a telegram message off Surf. They'll say I forgot the coffee warmer this time.
Alright, they won. They beat the boss fight. I'll have to adjust it and stuff later, but for now, thank you all so much for joining us this evening for Echoes of Eberron Dungeons and Dragons. Now, where is Bootleg Mickey still around?
Oh, gee, look at the time. Good night,
Bootleg
guys.
Mickey has been replaced by something else.
Oh god.
Yeah.
What?
Good night, everybody.
Oh, dude, no, Miwad, go to bed.
It's not Meatwad.
Stay
It's
with-
supposed to be
okay.
Yoshi.
Oh fuck. Oh, I'm so sorry. I got it wrong.
I'm so sorry.
How
All
dare
right,
you.
everyone. Thank you all so much for joining this evening. Do check out our website, zgfgaming.com. Got all the merch there that you can grab, and also links for all of our Discord, Telegram, etc. Those links are also down in the description below. Please consider hitting that subscribe button and subscribing to the channel. Or you can go support us on Patreon at patreon.com/zgfgaming. Thank you for that, Azer. Thank you so much again for joining, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
I'll see you next week, guys. Or actually, wait. Not next week.
Why
week
not?
after that.
Bye, everyone.
Christmas.
Christmas Eve.
Also,
Also
I won't be
Tuesday.
here the 31st.
All right, guys. See you next year.
Yep.
Next year.
I
Come
guess
on.
we're on a year hiatus.
What? You guys aren't up for doing Christmas Eve?
I will be driving home Christmas Eve.
I don't know if I'm working or not.
I don't want to be
Literally,
here.
my shift ends at 6:30 on Christmas Eve, and I got a
I'm probably
5-hour
gonna be-
drive.
Ugh. Fine.
It's gonna be pain.
All
bye,
right,
everyone.
guys. So that's it for Echoes of Eberron for 2019.
For 2019,
We'll see
heck
you
yeah.
all 2020. I'll be back tomorrow, though.
Hey,
with
2020
Rimworld.
vision. Got actually, that's all I got. I don't know any more lines to that not song.
All right, goodbye, Dova.
See, yes,